Hello everyone, I am Nikunj Goyal, the trainer and instructor in the Network Assam for the cybersecurity. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about how to access the firewall from your computer from the scratch. So here you can see in the screen guys, I have taken one cloud PC which is able to communicate with your physical machine, and inside the EVNG I also taken the Palo Alto firewall. Normally any firewall if I want to start, so it will take a few minute time, and that I don't want to waste, so we already keep this started. And when you double click on this, you will find this kind of console where it is showing PAVM login. Now understand guys, especially for showing you from the scratch, I not do any single configuration here. Okay, so by default username password is admin and admin. Okay, so here what happened, if it is saying login incorrect, then there is a two reason. One reason is what? Maybe that Palo Alto firewall is not starting properly, means it is still processing in background, or actually your password is wrong. So make sure if you are logging for the first time, that default credential is that only. What is like told you, username admin, password admin. And suppose if it is not your first time, then obviously you need to log in with your credential. So I am logging that. Okay. So it will show you the date and time, and also it is telling you this kind of notification which is look like a warning. Now understand that warning still it is telling you that you are logging with the default credential, try to change. Okay. So what understand here, if you are logging for the first time, then it will also show you that type your old password and then configure the new password. Means what? Firewall is a security device. So by default they tell you that do any configuration only after increasing security. Now username admin, password admin is the very default simple things any kind of malicious user, hacker can guess. So it will just allow you to log in for the first time, and on the spot you will get the pop-up that change the password. Not pop-up graphically, but let what? In the command you will asking the okay, set the new password. And after that you will see this kind of console where you can see username admin in between @ and PAVM. Now PAVM means what? Palo Alto, and VM for virtual machine. If your firewall is a virtual firewall, then you will see this way. Okay, and here we have two mode. By default this greater than sign is shown as a normal operation mode. Okay, and then you can go to the configure, you will find the configure mode. So now understand, if it is a virtual firewall, then by default there is a DHCP client is running, and they are waiting for the IP to take from the DHCP. Now in that case again your topology is matter how you connected. If this cloud you connected with the firewall that is in physical network also connected with the DHCP server, then this interface automatically able to take the IP address from your DHCP server. But suppose it is not there, then you require to configure IP manually. Now both is your choice. You want to directly take IP from DHCP, then your this topology need to connect with physical network. But here I will suggest that management interface not required to internet connectivity. Later we are going to configure the topology with inside, outside, LAN zone, WAN zone kind of stuff. That data interface will require internet connectivity because data want to filter from inside to outside, public to private. But management interface or this network I will not suggest that require internet connectivity. So if private network also there, you can use that. Otherwise if you want to access manually, then you require 2-3 simple steps. First is what? You need to remove, delete your DHCP client. Then you need to configure the manual IP. Okay, but here I told you 3-4 steps. Like what? If you are able to delete the DHCP client, then what? Then you need to commit. In this firewall, remember guys, commit is like a saving. In normal router, if you did like we have write command, copy, running config, startup config command to save the configuration, and then it will remain there. Same way in the firewall we have the commit command to save the configuration. So first we need to delete the DHCP process, then we will commit, and then again we require to configure new IP, and then again we'll commit, so it will give the new IP, and then from the same browser in the different tab I will show you how you can take that access. So first of all, for delete we have this command, delete device config. Okay, then system, and then type DHCP client. So understand guys, if the command runs successfully without any extra error, that means command is right and it's working fine. On the spot, if I try to configure a new IP address, it will not allow. Because what? According Palo Alto Firewall, until the commit, new changes will not apply. So this you deleted, command is run, but that setting still not apply. And so if you try to configure the new IP, you will get the error. If you want to see that, I can again type this command. Let's say set device config system IP address. Okay, and then type the IP address. Now if you see here, in my network I have the 30 series IP in 192.168 private. So that I already mentioned, you can easily understand. So that series any IP I will give here 192.168.30, and let's say here I am giving 101, and then net mask and 192, sorry, subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. So you can see IP address configure. Now if I try to commit, now remember guys, Palo Alto Firewall or any other firewall, it will take the time to save the configuration. First thing, it is depend on your hardware capacity also, how much RAM or processor you given. If it is physical firewall, then totally depend on that model number, but also it will depend on how much old configuration already there. Okay, so right now what I done the two tasks. First I delete the DHCP client and then I set up the new IP. Now let's see if this process working fine. You will find your percentage also. This is your committing process running. You can see right now 55%, then 75%. You need to wait. Okay guys, you can see here 100% configuration committed successfully. Now if you want to check what is the current thing, then you can first of all do exit, and in the normal mode you can check the command show system info. In that you can see above side, is your IP available? Yes, with the subnet mask, and IP assignment is static? Yes. So this thing is saying you that your configuration saved. Now just go to your browser and try to type that IP 192.168.30.101. But remember guys, if you try to directly type this IP and if you try to open, then it will just buffering and loading. It will not open. Why? You need to remember from the beginning only, Palo Alto Firewall following the security concept, so it should be HTTPS. Generally we have habit that if any local machine I want to access, I directly type the IP, and you can see here it is showing by default HTTP. So make sure that you are try to access this IP with HTTPS : and enter. So now again, if it is HTTPS, then browser also checking for security. Now it is not the official website, it is my local machine. So according browser, it is find that okay, this something look like different. It is not a valid, but no worry, we know that it is our IP. So we can go to the advanced and click this. And this is your Palo Alto Firewall console visible. Now here you can type that username and whatever new password you configure and enter. If you want to save the password, your choice. And you can see guys, creative administrative session. So it is doing the login process, and within few seconds you will find that your console will be loaded and you are able to access your Palo Alto Firewall. All other section is running and it is dashboard right now. It will show you the welcome message also that you can close. Then also it will give you one more pop-up for sending update. That also your choice if you want to send. You can see guys, okay, that you can say remind me later, and all option is loaded. You can see here also one thing if you notice, this is what console access, and second thing is what web access. So CLI and web both access is there. Web access just now we started, so 00 second. When you refresh this, they're also showing the timer. So this is the main thing guys. In this video I show you how to access the Palo Alto Firewall Web Console, how we can configure the IP address manually, or how we can remove the DHCP client. If you find this information helpful, use the like button and don't forget to subscribe for this kind of more video. Stay tuned. Thank you.